The new Harry Potter series has got to be the world's best theatrical roller coaster, because no one knows how it's going to turn out, yet the hype around it is at its peak. Fans are turning in and discussing their theories about the show online. They're also doing their best to settle into this new version of a world that has, frankly, dropped on us out of nowhere. Still, at the end of the day, this is a reboot of a franchise with an enormous existing fandom, and that alone comes with its own set of surprises. And some of them are not so pleasant. Let's break down some of the major red flags that have made fans question whether the new series is even going to be worth watching. If you're one of those skeptical viewers, drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alright, the one thing that you probably already knew about but never accepted is the fact that no one from the original cast is going to make a comeback. While the original cast members are too old to play as kids anymore, they can still play the older characters. It was rumored that Daniel Radcliffe might play James Potter, or Tom Felton might come back as Lucius Malfoy, but the chances of that happening are pretty slim. On top of that, the creators of the show want to do something fresh that appeals to a new audience, so it's pretty unlikely that they're going to call anyone from the old cast. Whether that will work out or not is up for debate, but it doesn't look like the producers are going to entertain the old cast anyway. However, if you ask the fans, they're split into a debate of their own. Some think it's a good idea to bring some of the original cast members back to connect the old and the new series, but others think it's better for the cast members to skip this entirely and let the show build its own history. Like, what if it's a mess? Would they want to be part of that too when they've already established themselves as, like, legendary characters? Yeah. What do you think? Leave your thoughts. The second thing that could either be a massive problem or a boost to the success of the series is J.K. Rowling's personal involvement. It is believed that Rowling will be the executive producer of the show. She will have a say in the casting and have her fair share of opinions in the production of the show. Most of all, Rowling is expected to be heavily involved in the show. She will get to choose the writer and the director and provide insights for the early development of the show. Now, this might not actually be as appealing to the viewers as you might think. A few years ago, Rowling found herself at the center of attention when she made a few transphobic comments. While a few people were willing to separate art from artist, there were others who called for a boycott the moment Rowling became stubborn with her comments. Knowing that, a lot of people started throwing hate at the writer and, as an extension, at the Harry Potter series itself. So, with Rowling's involvement in the new show, it's likely that people might not even tune into the new Harry Potter series. If this happens, it would be a devastating hit to the franchise. They've already had a hard battle up against the old fans to try and please them and steer clear of the drama, so would Rowling's involvement only make it harder for the show to be successful on the screens? Maybe, or, maybe not. You see, some people think of it as a blessing in disguise. If Rowling is in the picture, it means that the franchise would have some hope of running on the screens, right? If there's one thing you can bet on, though, it's that Rowling is not going to let the name of her series drown because of this new show. While the first two bits of news left fans at a crossroads, this latest update faced heavy criticism. Papa Esudu is expected to be cast as the role of Severus Snape in the new Harry Potter series. The man is a good actor and is 30-something years old, but that's not the reason for the backlash. You see, Esudu is a black man, which means Snape would now be black too. While there's been mixed reviews about race bending, people think Snape's character shouldn't be the one creators turn black. Viewers think that Snape is the one character in the books whose appearance was a large part of his personality. If creators bring in the black card, that's going to bring a lot of racism to the screens. That's not all. Fans think that turning Snape black would bring a lot of unwanted attention to James Potter too. He was already in the dark with his silly antics against Snape in their school years at Hogwarts. But now, it would be 3 young white males against a black guy, forcing more backlash against James Potter for sure. Apart from these reasonable arguments, there are people who have a lot of sentiment with Snape. Seeing a white guy in 8 movies turn black all of a sudden is not gonna appeal to a lot of fans. It doesn't have anything to do with racism, but more the fact that it breaks the emotional connection fans have with the series. But are the creators willing to risk all of that in their efforts to cleanse our palates? Maybe. Would you take that risk? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel while you're at it. Alright, if you think this is a low-budget remake, you're wrong. The budget of this series is massive, crossing billions of dollars. With that amount of money in the pocket, the series has the liberty to take creative and financial risks. The only problem is that it could go either way. Some fans might not like the sound of the creators making big changes to the show's plot, mixing up romantic relationships, and even playing around with casting. I mean, you saw what happened with the casting of a Black Snape, so is it a good move to put this much money into remaking an old franchise? Well, the next fact might just explain why that could backfire. The one thing that you probably didn't expect from the series was that it might not have many big surprises. Even with the creative liberties the showmakers might take, there are some things that just cannot be changed. Which is precisely why the little changes they do make to the series might just end up backfiring. Clearly, there's no element of surprise in the new series. The books have already given us a clear picture on each and every front. I mean, the movies came and turned that vision into a reality and gave us something to visualize for the beloved books. But now, the creators are bringing back the same story with barely any new twists, just a bunch of fresh faces? I mean, they still expect us to tune in all over again, right? While some people love the idea of seeing Harry Potter come to life again, would they like seeing the hour-long episodes with 7 seasons all over again? Fans have been asking for other spin-offs for like decades. Couldn't the creators have focused on bringing like a new storyline to life? Believe it or not, there's going to be a large group of people who don't like the series. And honestly, I don't blame them one bit for it. The emotional connection fans have with the Harry Potter franchise runs deep. Over the years, they've chosen their houses, memorized spells, and fully committed to building their own Hogwarts identities. This isn't just nostalgia, it's pretty much an entire lifestyle at this point. And with fans this invested, you can bet every viewer is going to be a critic. One wrong move by the creators, whether it's messing with the plot, recasting beloved characters, or simply straying from the tone of the original movie's set, could be enough to shut the whole thing down. Simply because fans won't accept anything less than magic. Yet, despite the risk, the creators are taking this massive burden on their shoulders. Will it be a bold reinvention, or just another remake heading for the bin? Only time is gonna tell. Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button and hit subscribe. If you want to be part of the magic, don't forget to ring that bell icon. I'll catch you next time.